Have you ever pondered whether your cat experiences the chill just like you? You turn the thermostat higher, offer bonus snacks, and allow them to doze off in any cozy spot. It seems like you're safeguarding them, doesn't it? Yet imagine if those well-intentioned efforts are secretly causing harm. Each winter, countless cats quietly suffer from kidney stress, rigid joints, and ongoing discomfort, all sparked by simple oversights from their humans who don't pause to consider. The reality, you're likely committing at least one of these slip-ups yourself. First off, you're dishing out those indulgent winter servings. Do you find yourself slipping your cat an additional bite during the frosty season because it simply seems fitting? Perhaps to brace them against the chill or to express a bit more affection amid the gloomier days? Plenty of pet parents do this unwittingly, blind to the real damage it inflicts. In cooler weather, felines tend to lounge more and expend less energy, which is expected, yet their hunger levels frequently hold steady, particularly for indoor dwellers in a stable environment. Those occasional handfuls of extra kibble accumulate gradually, and extra pounds on a cat go beyond a plump tummy. They burden the joints, strain the heart, and hinder effective self-cleaning. Gradually, this results in exhaustion, reduced vitality, and swelling that leaves them appearing grumpy or aloof. The smarter strategy involves mindful portion control aligned with their movement. Rather than piling on quantity, elevate the nourishment. Warm up canned food to mimic body heat. It enhances water intake, aids gut health, and fills them up more efficiently. Oh, and treats. They're okay sparingly, but in winter, every bit of energy, music, matters. Stick around for later in this video, where I'll reveal a seemingly innocent routine that's inflicting daily aches on your cat. And I'm betting it's occurring in your place as we speak. Second, you're ditching interactive sessions due to the nippy air. Have you observed your feline snoozing longer during winter and chalked it up to needing more shut-eye? It's a common error. In fact, a lot of cats doze from sheer ennui, not fatigue. As daylight shortens and the household quiets down, their innate predatory drive wanes, dragging down their spirits and vigor. Felines are wired for daily pursuits, stalking, pursuing, and leaping. Music. Without that pattern, tension chemicals surge, paving the way for added weight, grumpiness, and even mischief such as clawing at upholstery or nipping unexpectedly. The upside is that brief bursts of fun can restore balance, no marathon play required. Aim for 10 minutes of targeted engagement morning and evening to realign their cycle. Music. Opt for playthings that echo actual hunts, like feathered wands or tiny rolling rodents, and ensure your cat triumphs in the finale. That small win sparks dopamine, the feel-good substance that promotes relaxation and happiness. And hey, if this is already prompting you to reassess your winter cat care, why not tap like and subscribe? It spreads the word to fellow owners, potentially repeating these blunders. Third, music. You're blocking off all windows to lock in the heat. Ever sense your space growing stuffy in the cold months, despite it being toasty enough? That's what happens when we close up every vent to retain warmth. We end up confining other elements too. The atmosphere your cat inhales turns stagnant, laden with music particles, exhaled gases, and tiny irritants that inflame their respiratory system and peepers. Music cats possess acute awareness of air purity, and in sealed-off winter setups, their systems labor overtime for fresh, breathable air. Eventually, this sparks diminished pep, nasal discharges, and behaviors owners often label as slothfulness. But it's not idleness, it's weariness from inadequate airflow. Try this straightforward tweak that could extend your cat's lifespan significantly. Slightly open a pane for short spells daily, ideally during sunny hours. Regardless of the temperature, your dwelling craves some circulation. Allow crisp breezes to circulate while shielding your pet from straight gusts. In bitterly harsh climates, invest in a quality purifier to sustain clean, hazard-free air. Your space remains snug, but your cat will inhale more freely and remain sharper. Fourth, you're igniting those festive candles and scent diffusers. Adore bathing your home in flickering glows or gentle holiday aromas? It creates a soothing, secure vibe. However, for your cat, that inviting ambiance might harbor underlying tension or health risks. Numerous wax flames, room sprays, and oil vaporizers emit substances harmless to us, but poisonous to felines. Their physiology struggles to metabolize specific elements in favored seasonal fragrances such as cinnamon, pine, or eucalyptus. Music. Inhaling them allows residues to accumulate internally, aggravating airways, harming the liver, and sparking subtle sensitivities that slip under the radar. You could observe your feline companion sneezing frequently, rubbing its nose excessively, or steering clear of areas with potent aromas. These are clear indicators of discomfort. Surprisingly, even those marketed as organic or environmentally sound can harbor essential oils that pose risks when dispersed in tight indoor areas. Music? The best strategy involves selecting fragrance-free candles crafted from soy or beeswax, or opting for air purifiers designed specifically for feline safety. Your living space can remain cozy and welcoming while safeguarding your cat's well-being. Music. 5. You're turning up the thermostat but neglecting humidity. Ever caught your cat sipping less from the water bowl after the heating system kicks in? Music. Many pet parents assume this signals all's well, yet nothing could be less accurate. Music. As winter heat intensifies indoors, the atmosphere turns arid. This parched environment saps hydration from all sources, encompassing your cat's skin, nasal passages, and respiratory system. Music. Given felines' innate tendency toward minimal thirst, this unseen dehydration accumulates steadily over time. Eventually, it leads to denser urine, overburdened kidneys, and heightened chances of urinary tract issues, often without any obvious cues. Initially, subtle changes like fewer litter box trips or prolonged waits beside it might appear. These represent your cat's attempts to adapt. The solution is straightforward yet effective. Reintroduce humidity into their music environment. Install a humidifier in key areas and set up pet-friendly water fountains in various locations throughout the house. This encourages greater fluid intake. Cut back on dry kibble dependency and, where feasible, switch to warmed, wet food at body temperature. Such adjustments can swiftly replenish moisture levels and shield the kidneys through the arid season. 6. Music. You're labeling it seasonal sluggishness when it's actually discomfort. Have you convinced yourself your cat's extra naps, lethargic pace, and prolonged lounging stem from the chill prompting universal downtime? What slips past most guardians is this: felines excel at concealing distress. Music. During winter's slowdown, it's simpler for them to veil internal troubles. The idleness you perceive could signal arthritis aggravated by low temperatures, renal stress from fluid loss, or rigid joints due to reduced activity and added pounds. Cats rarely hobble noticeably or vocalize in agony. Instead, they simply curtail their motion. They remain curled in a single position for extended periods. Music. They pause before leaping. They shun steps. Since this unfolds incrementally, it's easy to deem it typical. However, it's far from ordinary. It's their instinctual method of self-preservation against unseen aches. Music. Stay alert for these alerts. Lingering by the litter area, reduced self-cleaning, rigid movements post-nap, or withdrawing from affection they once pursued.